Well, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Tamitou here. Today we are building or furnishing an apartment, and it's in the arts quarter this time. So we are back in the city. Woo. It's been a hot minute since I furnished an apartment actually, for a video anyway. I've done it in my own time, but it's been a while, so I wanted to kind of go back to this one of my favorite apartments, and furnish this in a very kind of unique, distinct, kind of fashionable, bright style. It's very colorful, it's got a lot of clashing prints and colors going on, and yeah, it's a very acquired taste, I would say, but it's cute. I really like it, and it's really fun to play in as well. Also, I thought the style that I go for is probably fits best in this quarter, just because it's the arts quarter and it's where all the creative people live, and you can't really go wrong with however you furnish your apartment. You furnish it in a creative, artistic way, and it's, you know, it works in this district. So yeah, I like it for that, and it's different. It's different to what I've done before. I started out with these Jungle Adventure floorboards, but I am going to change them maybe halfway through or so, maybe before that. It just was adding a little bit too much texture for what I wanted, because it is quite a busy apartment. There's a lot going on in terms of the amount of furniture, and like I said, all the clashing kind of contrasting prints and colors and just textures as well. But my sort of base idea was this dark blue wall with the dark blue sofas, and I love the matchiness of it. I like how they're they're the same, and if you look from like straight on and you see the blue behind the blue, I just love how that looks, and I think it's quite like a fashion forward, or quite a bold interior design kind of move. So yeah, I wanted it to look like it had been really stylized, but definitely to the owner's taste. So like this sim who lives here is clearly really artistic and really likes everything designed and everything like that. So yeah, here you can see I've brought through the blue onto this wall as well, and then the dining area is kind of orange and yellow as well. And I wanted the fireplace to also blend with the blue, so I start with this one, but then I change it in a second to another fireplace, and I really like that lamp as well that I made with kind of sizing up a statue and then raising a lamp up. I like that kind of thing. And this print as well from Debug, which is, I don't know, I know it's probably meant to be like a microscopic print of a leaf or something, but I like how it looks like a animal print or like a leopard print. I kind of went for those vibes. And the same with this painting here as well, that I never ever use ever, and I sized it up and I thought the colors just worked well with this, and it looks youthful. It looks almost maybe like an up and coming artist might have painted it, and it's like all the rage, so they've put it on the wall. Yeah, and I think with the pillows as well that I've raised up on the sofas, it flows into the living room quite well. But yeah, at the same time, each area is very unique and distinct, and just very crazy. It's really hard to describe until I just show you. So I've only gone for 2 bedrooms, even though this is a really spacious apartment. To be fair, you could fit 4 bedrooms maybe at a push, but I've made one of the other rooms into a little office and like music area, and then I've just gone for 2 large bedrooms, just because I wanted them to look spacious, and like some Sims who are living here are doing well for themselves, basically. So they've got a lot of space, and they don't have to make room for another, roommate or something. It's just those 2 bedrooms. And I kind of figured, because it's kind of got a fashionable feel to it, I figured it would be 2 artists or models or something like that who live in the city, and they've got these crazy fashionable bedrooms in their apartment, and they're just they're just living that life. So this bedroom is, I think, my favorite. And the vibes here, this is where I start to take some inspiration from a fashion label called Kenzo. If you've heard of it, you will know what I mean. There's a lot of animal prints. There's a lot of clashing colors, bright colors. They're not afraid to go bold with Kenzo designs. And yeah, it's basically a French fashion label started by a Japanese guy called Kenzo. So that's the kind of vibes I was getting with the animal print and the deep colors and the bright colors. So you might get that hint throughout. I don't know, but that's just to give you an idea of where my ideas were coming from and inspiration was coming from. But other than that, it was just kind of going off of the City Living pack mainly because I just love the City Living pack. I think it is my favorite expansion pack. Even over Cats and Dogs, which is quite a bold statement, I know, but yeah, I just like the multicultural vibes of it. It's just got so much sort of culture in it, and a lot of there's a diversity in it basically that I like on the items anyway. So I am also going to be adding more plants around. You can see here it's kind of, I kind of wanted a bit of a jungle theme, a bit of, I wanted some ethnic kind of influence in there, some like African art. I wish there was some more wall art that was more appropriate for that. We don't really have anything that's obviously ethnic or African kind of style, but I wanted to bring through that culture and texture and that kind of thing. So this rug, for example, on the floor now is just perfect for that. And then we also do something a little bit cool with this light, where I just kind of use the longest one of the ceiling light and just hang it over the corner of the sofa, because it's a corner sofa and you you just have it sort of hanging above you, which is cool. And I use the same lights here as well. I really like how that looks with the symmetry above the dining table, and then the two rugs that are two different colors. I think it's cute. I don't know, maybe it's not your style, but it's fun to try new things, and this was definitely an apartment where I was playing with color a lot more. I'm getting braver with trying different color combinations, I think, and yeah, it's fun actually. It's quite fun to make bold choices sometimes and see what happens. And also 90% of the time when I go to furnish, I always pick the safe options. I don't know, are you the same, or you go for like the white option or the kind of the bland option or the black option? Whereas this bookcase, for example, this is the apartment where I was like, I'm going to use one of the swatches that has the crazy colored books, because normally they wouldn't match, but here they're perfect because they don't match and they clash, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I also added my own books and things dotted all over, and I kind of blend these elephant thingies in so they're kind of sticking out and they look like bookends for the whole row. And yeah, this is an apartment where I kind of thought, no, I am just going to pick the colourful option. I'm going to pick the one that doesn't match. I'm going to pick the purple bedspread, like this one that just I never use, and with the red on the wall and then the zebra print. It's just crazy. It's exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I'm kind of going all out a little bit with with this one, and it's fun. It's really fun to change it up a bit, and it gives you some new ideas. And when you kind of get a combination of things that you like together, like I don't know about you, but I run with it for a few more builds, and I'll use it in my own builds until I've kind of developed it to its best looking kind of version, if that makes sense. So like I'll use the same colors in the room until I really like it, and then I'll go to the point where I make a whole house with all of those colors, and I'll just push it all the way, and then I get bored and then I find something else. So I kind of I do that a lot with my ideas. But yeah, you get the idea of this room now. This is this little dressing table is really cute. It's just got loads of clutter on it. It looks like mine in real life, very messy. And this is why I said maybe I imagine models living here, just because in my own gameplay I did actually move a couple of models in, and I made them like a little modeling agency where they basically were in a club. So it was an agency, but it's, you know, as a club with get together. And yeah, I like all the clutter and the makeup and the realism of like you know, getting ready for a photo shoot or whatever, and then a little chill out area with magazines and headphones and, you know, just the realistic stuff. Oh, I really like that zebra chair as well that we placed. Again, that was something that I had to put there. Anytime I found anything with the kind of animal print, I had to pick it up and put it in there. And the little elephant statue as well, I've placed him in a couple of places just because it just brought that ethnicity through, and I really like that. The same with this rug on the floor, which is Cats and Dogs, I think. It's kind of got an iCat feel to it. And this room as well is crazy. There's some crazy colors. This fluorescent pink on the like sickly green wall, but I love it. I really, really love it. And yeah, maybe this is my favorite bedroom actually. And at the end I actually make it even crazier, so I add a bright green fluorescent carpet, and it's kind of like I think it's either from the toddler stuff pack, or it's just from the free upgrade, sorry, that we had. And it's just like the kids carpet that looks like a zebra print, and you'll know the one I mean. Right at the end I add it, and it's crazy and it's clashing, but it's just what I wanted. It's just exactly what I needed. And again, I would never use those swatches unless it was for a kid's room. So yeah, it was perfect for this bedroom. And finally, I do just come back to the kitchen. I was struggling with this area at the beginning, so I come back once I had a better idea of the style of the apartment, now that we've kind of gotten fully into it. And I use these crazy jungle adventure tiles. I wanted to use them in a more contemporary way, so I've kind of covered up the top with those dine out wall decor things, just to give it a more cleaner finish, basically. And yeah, I'm just adding the last few odd prints and bits around that I just knew needed to be in this apartment. But yeah, that's basically it now. Oh, and I really love the random blue fridge with the one blue cabinet above it. I thought that was just a really fun thing to just put in the kitchen. Normally I make them so matchy, so why not? But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. Here's that carpet I was talking about. Let me know what you thought of the build, and thanks so much for watching. See you soon. Bye.